welcome to BanjoBenClark.com. I'm Banjo Ben Clark. You probably guessed that by now, but this is your best online home for learning how to play the guitar, the banjo, or the mandolin. I'm doing a series on Beaumont rag where I'm teaching all three instruments, and this week is Guitar Week. All right, so you just heard the guitar solo for Beaumont rag, and if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, here in a little while I'll ask you to go over to my favorite website, BanjoBenClark.com, where you can watch the over 20-minute video lesson for this song, see the 4 different rhythm track videos I have for it, and also download the tabs, another rhythm MP3. The tabs are in both PDF and TEF file form. And they're very accurate. They're exactly the way that I played it. All right, so let's dive into Beaumont rag, measure 1, key of C. Here we go. Beaumont rag in the key of C on the guitar. I love playing this one. I love learning to play guitar songs out of the key of C as well. Change it up a little bit from our common key of G. We're going to learn it just like the recording, except for the first measure. I got something different to show you. But I do want you to notice that beneath each one of these notes, I've got your pick direction arrows. Okay, so the down arrow would just simply mean a down stroke, and then an up arrow would be up. And I want you to pay attention to that because we have lots of slides, pull-offs, and hammer-ons that are going to need to be paid attention to keep our pick strokes going right. In the video, I just start off with a simple note walk-in. But I wanted to show you this little kind of chord walk-in that I see Brian Sutton and other players do, where you do a partial C chord and play those 3 strings, D, B, and G, and then leave that down, but then we're going to grab the 3rd frets of the D string and the B string and play those same 3 strings. It just gives a really cool kickoff. Okay, I just wanted to give you that there as kind of an extra option. As we get into measure 2, we're just going to start some really basic, really melodic notes. I will mention right quick that whenever I performed it, and therefore whenever I teach it, I played it with a swing fill. Okay, so a swing fill sounds like this, whereas versus a straight fill would be like this. You hear the difference? And it's hard to do a swing fill really fast. Okay, so I'll typically, do less and less swing the faster that I play because it's just necessary. But we're going to start on the 1st fret of the E string, and we're just going to kind of walk it down. Like I said, this basic melodic lick. So measure 2 slowly. Sounds like this. And then when we land on the 3rd fret in measure 3, we're going to be playing that back and forth with an open B string. You'll notice that those notes are just a half step apart, so they clash a little bit whenever you play them slow. Okay? But whenever we're going fast, it kind of creates that tension that sounds good. We're going to end measure 3 with that open E string, and then we're going to jump up measure 4, and we're going to grab this 3rd fret with our ring finger, and we're going to slide up to the 5th fret. Play the E string, and then come right back down with that slide. Pay attention to pick strokes. Down, down, up. Okay? And then leave that index finger down on the C note, because in measure 5, we're going to come right down the scale. So we had that little pull off there. And now we'll do just a really light strum at the end of measure 5. And we'll try to keep it to those middle 3 strings. It's okay if you play extra notes. And we're not going to play that very hard. That's just kind of taking up some time. Matter of fact, I don't know if in the recording if you could even really hear it. But then we're going to go into a G chord, measure 6. We're going to play this very signature sounding lick here in measure 6. Pretty simple. We'll play the same thing in measure 7, except we just add a note onto it at the end. And we're back to a C chord. And whenever I do that hammer on, I'm going to hammer on with my middle finger, and then I'm going to flatten it out and fret the second fret of the G string right above it. Flatten, okay. And then release for measure 9.